Okay, I just have to get my other earpiece in, and there we go. Okay, alrighty. Good morning. It's Wednesday, and it's a day that we are excited about wellness here as Dax Dunn, my special guest, joins me. And of course, you know, my name is Diana Wright, and this is the Diana Wright Show. Live, we start right now. As I just remind you that it is a day that the Lord has made and you need to rejoice and be glad in it. As you went to the mirror, I'm sure you did this morning, and you told yourself, I simply love me. All right? And then make sure you get your children to do the same thing every morning. All right? So we thank you and we welcome you from around the world and in the United States. We were having a few technical glitches, but we've sorted them out. So we're back. It reminds me of being in Jamaica and being on JBC television and radio, and we always have to say, we apologize. That was some technical difficulties. Okay. So nothing is unusual here, but we're live and we, like to just feel relaxed and let people come in and enjoy the show and be able to. Dax is going to be on Skype, so if you want to call in and ask him a question, you can also do so at 561-228-1921. So we got the Skype hooked up, and I'm going to bring Dax in and say, good morning, Dax. How are you?
Good morning, Diana. Good morning to your listeners.
Yes.
And your viewers.
My viewers. You're so accustomed to being on radio. Come on now. All right. Okay, so we're going to start this morning because guess what? There's big news because I just took it off the internet as I was thinking about Dax and what am I going to talk about today. I noticed that everyone seemed to be getting into the health thing. Now, Whole Foods is now selling a healthy lifestyle. So they're not going to just sell the products now in their stores. The plan is to open a resort where guests can learn about leading an all-around healthy lifestyle. Guests at the resort will participate in an educational experience, is what they're calling it. John Mackey, who is the co-founder of Whole Foods, he says this: think of it as a center where people would go for a day. You can go for a weekend, or you can go for a week for healthy lifestyle education. So you don't have to wait for that. Dax and I are going to give you the education right about now. We started last week. And then the resort will be located around Austin, Texas, where, that's where the HQ is, the headquarters for Whole Foods. And they're actually in the middle of looking for other facilities that will include the whole food lifestyle, healthy lifestyle in their business. Who knew that Whole Food would be getting into the resort business to teach people? So look, you can get it here for free, right, Dax?
I won't say free.
well, free meaning we're free on the airwaves.
No.
That's what I mean.
I don't think you realize how what you're saying is totally in line with what I'm doing. Let me explain what I mean.
Okay.
When I did my detox and lost the weight, right, I paid a company. That company charges $950.
Wow.
And they provide a one-on-one coaching experience, but it's out of office, meaning you don't go there and stay.
Okay.
The company or the person who developed that program has a center, and he charges $4,000.
Oh.
To his center. You live there.
Okay.
They provide you the food, and you get the weight loss.
Okay.
We are not in the weight loss business.
Right.
We're in the detox business.
Okay.
And what we did is realize that the technology, like text messaging, videos, conference calls, Skype, and all of this technology allows us to deliver personalized wellness coaching at a fraction of the cost. So what was costing $950, we offer almost the exact same, as a matter of fact, a better program for $389.
Okay, so that's half the price, basically.
Not half, more than half.
More than half the price. What am I saying? Yeah, you said 900, right? 900 and something.
950.
Yeah. Okay.
And 950 is 950, and then you're gonna buy a little of this and a little of that.
Okay, so you're gonna buy products and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It includes products to start, but as you go along, you're gonna need more stuff.
Okay. All right. So
no, the point I'm making is this is a concept that I was working on for about 9 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And I started while I was in the mortgage business, and I felt homeowners are somewhat clueless about the whole home buying process. And they have to rely on real estate agents as well as, mortgage brokers to educate them. And there's no requirement for the mortgage broker or the real estate person to educate them. It really was about them just getting the results.
Okay.
But how do you know what's right for you as a consumer if you're not understanding the process? So from a real estate point of view, I felt that it was important to educate the consumer, but for me to sit on the phone and talk the same talk and teach each individual client, it didn't make any sense. So I started working on a seminar concept as well as a text messaging concept, and this is where the idea came from. When I would go to Tony Robbins or some kind of motivational workshop, I would get, you'd pay $700-800, go there, get excited, and then
what happens next?
What happens next? That you leave, and for the first 2 days you write down all your stuff, or you have all of these commitments that you're gonna keep.
Yes.
But by the time 5 days gone and some bill come and somebody harass you and you're back at work, you forget about all of that, and it's gone back on the shelf.
Okay. I'm trying to adjust my levels here, so that's the reason I'm moving around.
No problem.
All right.
And I feel that if we can deliver the information on a consistent daily basis, engaging people in their real life experience, ask them to start paying attention to particular things. So let's go back to the wellness and the healthy living concept now. If I am bringing to you the idea to say, breathing deeply will help you relax. And today I want you to pay attention to breathing.
Okay. All right. I'm breathing. Because literally, as you said that, I was not breathing. Seriously.
Pay attention. Pay attention.
Okay.
And then the following day, you get another text and it says, how do you feel after doing the breathing exercises? You only have 3 answers, 1, I forgot I never did it. Try again. Or 2, I did it and it really makes sense.
Okay.
Or 3, if you're some kind of dysfunctional person and you did the deep breathing and it never make any difference in your life, then
something is wrong with you, right?
But the bottom line is, it requires the engagement on a daily basis, on a step-by-step process. And that is what, Whole Foods is doing something that everybody has done. You can get a healthy retreat in Jamaica. You can go do yoga.
Yes.
You can go raw food and all that kind of stuff. So they're just leveraging the Whole Foods brand.
Right.
Take advantage of this type of opportunity. But we feel that at the Ride Wellness Center, we actually offer something that's unique. That, yes, I want to take a vacation, but don't want to take my vacation and sit down in a workshop for 5 hours.
Exactly.
I want to take vacation and actually relax.
Okay, all right. So where does program actually start? And you mentioned something about just now. You said something about, if someone breathe and they said they got nothing from it, and then some people will say, really, I did not do it. Are you getting the honest vibe from your clients that they are actually doing this? Because some people will say, oh, Dax, I'm going to do this. It's wonderful and everything. And they get the product, they buy it, and they put it down.
All right.
How do you gauge that?
Yes. So we use a term, we say, support plus accountability equals successful results.
Okay, support and accountability. Okay.
Right. So the support that we give you is we sit down, explain to you, we here show you how to get started. But here's the trick. If you just follow it for 3 days, by the fourth day, you see the scale move.
Oh,
when
okay.
you see in 4 days you lose 4 pounds, then
Inspiration. You're inspired now.
Absolutely. So now, if every day I check your weight and you started losing the weight and you lose 4 pounds, what happens is that after about day 8 or day 9, you get to that sense of overconfidence. You feel like, I got this.
Okay, I got this. I don't need that anymore.
Well, or you feel you can kind of deviate a little bit here and a little bit there.
Right.
But then every morning we're checking your weight. We're asking you what you weigh. We ask 3 fundamental questions. 1, what is your weight today? 2, are you hungry? And that makes all the difference because on our program you don't get hungry. So but some people have the habit of eating because it's time to eat. So we have to bring to their attention, are you hungry?
Right.
And then the third question that we focus on is, what exactly are you going to eat? So we have a meal plan. We don't cook food. We don't sell food. We don't require you to buy our food. You know, we promote eating healthy, natural food based on food that is in season. So the person now is on the program cooking their own foods, but sometimes they think, oh, carrots are healthy, or corn is healthy, or peas are healthy, but they're not on the program. Pineapple is good fruit, but it's not on the program. Pineapple is too sweet. Mango is too sweet. Bananas are digested in a different way.
Right.
But there are lots of food options that they have available. And all they have to do is pay attention to the process. But first, we pay attention to them.
Okay. So I'm starting the program. Say I start the program today. The first thing you'd be asking me to do is learn to breathe properly.
What we do is on every day we deliver a voicemail message.
Oh, okay.
One of the early messages that you get is just to bring your attention to the breath, and that we are taught that we get our energy from food, but the truth is we actually get our energy from the air we breathe. You can go 40 days without eating. You can go 4 or 5 days without water.
Right.
But you cannot go more than 2 or 3 minutes. If you're really good, maybe you can survive 5 minutes without breathing. But breathing is what brings life into the body. Even in a car, you take a motor vehicle and we say, oh, you need gas. Gas is not what drives a car. A car is driven by the combustion of air in the piston. And what happens is that we use gasoline as a medium for which the air ignites.
Right.
And we drive the engine of the car. But it's air that is actually being compressed and exploding and driving and moving that piston up and down. So air is very important. We say it's the life force. Plants need it. Plants take in the carbon dioxide, but they can't get it without the air. Everything needs air.
Yeah. I just want to remind folks and welcome you from around the world and in the United States. This is the Diana Wright Show live. My special guest this morning is Dax Dunn, and we're talking about healthy lifestyle, wellness, and the 21-day detox. We're talking about that, but we're talking about other issues in general for a healthy lifestyle. And I wanted to ask you, Dax, I know anything you do, whether it's mortgages or now wellness, you kind of throw yourself into it. But how did you gain all the knowledge that you seem to have about the whole detox? Is it just from your own experience, or you kind of had to do some extra steps to get to this point?
Okay. I would say to you that probably 75% of it is from the internet.
Oh, okay.
And that may sound crazy.
Yes.
But what you have on the internet are very experienced health practitioners.
Right.
Who are very willing to share their experience. So understanding this country and the systems that run this country. This country run on money. Don't make nobody fool you.
That's it. The only thing that drives it is money.
Society. Exactly. A capitalistic society.
Yes, yes.
But there are good and great, decent people who feel that there's more to life than just money. And they have committed themselves to providing good information, honest information, the truth.
Okay.
And the internet is an amazing way, like you, Diana.
Well, look at this. I mean, this is amazing to me, totally. I mean, when I started in my journey in broadcasting and from JVC to my show being in London and all those, I would never have imagined that I could be doing this from my own little studio, and everybody around the world, if they just log in, they can see me. I mean, this is absolutely phenomenal.
Sure.
Yeah.
And we're in the information age. And what happens is that it's not that all information is good.
Right.
There's a lot of crappy information
on the internet, yes.
You can find anything. If you wanted to know that the world was going to end at 2012, there was 100 websites that could prove it.
To prove it to you too.
And if you wanted to learn that the world will never end,
yes,
there was twice as much to tell you it can't end. So
okay.
It's not that everything on the internet is true.
Right.
I don't believe that at all.
Absolutely.
But through the internet, you can connect with professionals who are committed to providing good and honest information.
Okay.
Now here's the trick. If you need to actually not just learn it, you need to practice it. So I would say to you, 99% of what we offer to our clients is based on our own personal experience.
Right.
So I am not diagnosing and telling people what is wrong with them.
Yes, because people need to know that they don't need to be fixed. They just need to be confident in their own selves, love themselves, and be willing to take care of themselves.
They need to first pay attention to themselves.
Yes, exactly.
They need to say to themselves, okay, is it that I must get up every day and because my alarm clock went off and because my kids have to get to school and it's because my boss is expecting me at a certain time and because he said it's time to eat lunch and because it's no time to go home and because I have to be stuck in traffic and because all my friends are going to the gym or because everybody at work is going out to have a drink or because the TV show is on and I have to watch American Idol and I'm not gonna get enough sleep. Is it because of all the other things around us that's going to give us happiness and give us fulfillment in life? Or do we realize that happiness is something that we find inside? And when you connect to that inner sense of identity, to the me in you, then you'll know what to do. Let your spirit be your guide. To thine own self be true.
Be true. I can't even believe that you're saying this because this week that was my theme of happiness. I've been reading different quotations about happiness for people and I've been trying to convince people that happiness is not, I cannot find my happiness in Dax.
Absolutely.
If he's my husband, I have to find happiness within my own self.
Absolutely.
Okay, so it's amazing that you're actually saying what I have been saying all week to people. Please, I just woke up one morning and I thought, on Sunday I thought, okay, happiness is going to be my theme this week. I just need to have people be happy, be joyful, and find what I call, which is most important, is peace. It doesn't matter what happened to you or where you've been or the tragedy that I have been. Because for the past 6 years, I could have made a decision to get up and cry every day.
Sure.
And be sad every day. And be down every day and be depressed every day. But I chose another road. I am not going to do this. I am going to get up and I'm going to fight.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
I give you a formula.
I'm going to write that down.
All right. Happiness is wanting what you have, and success is getting what you want.
Okay, happiness is wanting what you have, and success is
getting what you want.
Is getting
now,
what you
here's
want.
The problem. As children, we are told, if you get this, then you get that. So your mom tells you, if you be a good boy,
I'm going to give you this, reward system.
Right. So we now grow up learning and believing that if we want something and then we go and get it, then we'll be happy.
Ah, there you go.
But if we change the formula around and we say, what do I have? Let me be happy with what I have. Let me be satisfied.
Contentment.
God has given me and then use it to get the other things that I may want to experience in life.
That's right.
You know, I mean, every single one of us has blessings.
Yes.
But we're taught by the media, by the capitalist system to say we don't have enough.
Okay.
If you don't have 2 cars, if you didn't get this phone, if you didn't live in this area, if you don't have this amount of money, then you're not financially secure. And believe me, nobody don't know this more than me. I have lived it from the point of view of actually achieving all of the things that should have delivered the guaranteed material success.
Right.
And but luckily I've always been just a happy person, so.
I know that. No matter what's going on in the office, Dax is like on top of the world. Okay, Diana, what's up? What's up this morning? Everything all right? You know, it's like, yes.
Why not? I mean, it's the same amount of energy to be unhappy as it takes to be happy.
Yes.
You know, and again, you hit the nail on the head. It's about your attitude of gratitude that will allow you to find the opportunities as they come along, but more importantly, experience the moments and realize the joy that is life. The gift that we have every day is life.
Life.
Not anything else. Just the fact that you wake up and you have life. Then you can now start doing all the things you want to do and enjoying all the things that are there to be enjoyed.
That is true. And welcome again to the Diana Wright Show Live. My special guest every Wednesday. What a joy to have Dax Dunn with me to talk about life and to reaffirm some of the things that I tell you each and every day. I just started this show a few months ago and I already have 71 shows up on my website and on YouTube. And, you know, when I started, someone said to me, "You're going to do 2 shows a day? Are you crazy? Where are you going to get information from?" I'm like, okay, don't worry. I'll do it. Because, you know, you have all the other things to do. I have to take my daughter here, take her there, pick her up there, move her from there to the cook and be all the wifely things, you know. So, but it's just about making up your mind that you're going to do this.
Commitment.
Yeah, commitment is the key. And you have to be, a lot of people want things, but they're not willing to commit themselves to it. It's like, just like when people say, "Oh, you know, Diana, you're saying this because you have a husband." Okay, I have a husband, but you think it's nice and easy just to have a husband? There are ups and downs and problems and fights and things and turn around and you have to just say, "Okay, God, I'm going to do this. I am committed to this relationship and I have to work to make it better."
But you know what, Diana? You actually committed to yourself first.
Yes.
You committed to yourself and somebody said, "Oh, Diana have something." Diana, every time I see Diana, she doing something. She's about something. She's not running me down. She actually have a life of her own. So I want to be a part of her life. So
exactly.
Your husband is not with you because I'm sorry for you.
Yes.
Because you are bringing something to the table, and every one of us as a human being has a gift, and we just need to discover it. But guess what? You can't discover it unless you start looking for it. You need to look inside yourself.
Right.
Listen to your heart. Stop using your brain. Use your heart. Use your heart. Your brain will run you around in circles.
Well, I always say, Dax, live from inside out. Yeah, I always say live inside out as opposed to outside in, because a lot of people, they're just impressed by, you know, the surface and how they see you look and what's going on, and they don't know that the person that they see looking as if everything is so well, like the actresses and the actors, they go home and they're unhappy.
Absolutely.
You know, so it's just interesting to see that. Well, we've always been on the same wavelength anyway, so I'm actually not surprised. I just believe right now that it's miraculous. Okay, and it's God's work. And this is just my belief right now, because I think we've always been on the same page in terms of wanting, like this morning, I thought about the fact that people, when you have a job, I find that people have a job, but they complain about the job. Whether it's a nurse or a doctor or whatever, they're always complaining about the job. Why did you choose the job? Just do the job to the best of your ability. Stop complaining and be satisfied and content for the moment. But I just find that people are always complaining about what they have, what they don't. Okay, I'll use the weather. And I just told my husband that, I think last night. I said, if it's hot, we complain it's too hot. If God gives us rain, we don't want too much rain. If he gives us cool weather, we say it's too cold. What is our problem? Seriously.
We're looking for things to satisfy us outside of ourselves, and it is actually impossible.
Okay.
We can only get temporary relief from the material things in life.
Okay.
True satisfaction is an inner state that we can all experience by simply taking a deep breath.
I like that. Do you know there's actually a white woman who sells a program, and it's only breathing. She says you can breathe a certain way and lose weight. There's actually a program like that. I have actually seen it and went and looked up the book.
I believe it.
Yes, actually.
70% of the carcinogens and the toxins that are created by the body are expelled through the breath. Your breath is like the muffler on your car. If you stop up the muffler, the car is going to break down quickly. So you're not just breathing to bring air in, you're actually breathing to take the bad air out, the used up air out. Your body is a cycle. It's about breathing in,
breathing out,
and breathing out. When you breathe out, you cleanse the body. Right. If you breathe out shallow, if you don't empty your lungs, what ends up happening is that the blood has to now take that air and try and bring it into the lymphatic system, and then the lymphatic system is going to try and take it to the urine and eliminate it that way.
Okay.
But by breathing deeply, there's less work and stress on the lymphatic system and more life and energy that's delivered to the cells at a cellular level.
Okay, I just want to share with you a couple of health things that I actually touched on this week. And one of them is that water can be a powerful tool to help you shed pounds. And this has finally been backed up by science. A study done by Associate Professor of Nutrition at Virginia Tech in 2010 finds that dieters who drink 2 glasses of water before each meal lost more weight over a 3-month period than dieters who did not do this. So, you see, I see you drinking your water there, and I have mine to drink, and I should not be having this bottle because I was chastised for having the plastic bottle, but I was doing 10 things before I got to do the show, and I didn't have time to grab my glass, but I will for the next time.
There are different types of plastic bottles, and the ones that are BPA free.
Yes, and that there's a number at the, is it at the bottom of the bottles or something that you can actually find?
It's BPA free, and
right.
You see it right on the bottle. BPA free, so don't worry about the plastic. But you know, let me say something about the whole research community. And
okay.
You have to watch that.
All right. So I wanted us to talk about that, and I have a couple of others.
Yeah, the pharmaceutical industry is the big player. They are the big...
The big kahunas in the room.
You know, my mother tells me if I can't say anything good, I mustn't say anything. So I'm going to just say the pharmaceutical industry is the ones who drive the economy.
Yes.
We're not talking about healthcare now. I'm talking about
the economy.
Every single thing. Farming, labeling, all of these areas are fully, the pharmaceutical industry is paying attention to everything from oil to gas to the banking industry, their insurance.
All right.
Government, they are completely invested in all that's going on.
Yes.
No, a lot of the research that is done is done in order to support the pharmaceutical industry. So we really need somebody to study it and tell us whether water works.
Exactly my point, why I brought it up. Because I was saying to myself, water is something we've been drinking from we were little kids.
Right.
You know, I mean, even as a baby, the first thing they tell you when you go home is make sure you give a little water, you know, with the feeding and, you know, da-da-da-da-da. And you continue to drink water, especially if you're thirsty.
you know, Gatorade have an ad that they started.
Oh, yes.
And they're showing about how the whole concept of it being a sports drink was developed. I promise you, anybody out there who can prove to me that Gatorade give you more energy, and put your body in a higher state of optimum performance than water, I will pay them
money. Oh my goodness!
I will give them money. I will pay them if they can prove that to me. If they can go, if you and I go out to the field and you go and drink Gatorade and I go and drink water. Now Gatorade may give you a little bit more boost, but what it does is strips your body of different things. So I'm not attacking Gatorade. What I'm saying is the idea of there being a better product than water is where we, you know, and the idea of water being, you know, spring water from the Canadian mountains.
Yes, and the different ones.
Again, if you start the conversation like this, this country is about how to sell things.
Exactly.
How to actually engage consumers. Then you can start working back to where everything is coming from. That there's no new things. What I'm talking about is not something we invented.
Right.
A lot of what we are sharing is based on Ayurvedic medicine, and that is it has its roots in India.
Right.
But there's a big Ayurvedic community in the United States, all over the world, that have. I don't need to go to India to understand health and wellness.
Right.
There are lots of people who have shared their knowledge of health and wellness from India. But your own grandmother and grandfather and what they would teach you down in the country. All of those things are very useful and very effective ways of us to take in charge of health and wellness.
Okay, our special guest inside of the Diana Wright Show live this morning, Dax Dunn, and we're talking about wellness and just about every topic that surrounds us, things that we knew. And I want to get to Dax because just that you mentioned the grandparents, and we think about all the fruits and vegetables, especially fruits that we grew up on, especially if you come from the Caribbean, and we all thought, why are we eating all this stuff? And now we come here and you do the research, and every single solitary fruit that I've ever encountered in my life has a benefit so medically miraculous all of a sudden.
Hippocrates is a part of medicine. And his statement is that your food is your medicine. And this is, you know, we know it. We know it. But as I said, you know, you have to take responsibility. I cannot help you lose weight. You ask me how we hold people accountable.
Yes.
You don't come in here and say, I want you to help me lose. I want you to make me lose weight. I will help you to lose weight. I will show you what works. And when you commit to it, and you're ready and you're on it, then you'll get your results, and nobody don't have to push you because you feel better and you look better and you get your results.
Definitely. Feeling better and looking better is actually the key to this whole thing. All right. I wanted to give you another thing that I have here.
Diana. You know Mikey B?
Yes. Hi, Mikey. How are you? Hey, how are you doing? You see the power of technology? Mikey B is in the house. Okay, just bring Mikey a little more in the camera. Okay, Mikey, you're gone already? Are you on the I hope you're Are you on the program?
No.
Not yet, but we're working on it.
Okay.
I'm down to skin and bone now.
Oh my God.
Him ball and eat good food and keep him body healthy. So him living the lifestyle. Him don't need whole foods. I don't need meat. Him taking responsibility.
Yes, because he looks pretty lean and mean there right now. Okay, Mikey, nice to see you, and thank you for joining us.
All right, thank you.
All right, wow, that was wonderful. Oh my God, we should do that more often. Okay, Dax, I wanted to give you another thing that I discussed this week again, so we can kind of, you know, look at it and see what we come up with. Anti-aging drinks. Now, when I saw this, I thought I had to share this with my audience because here's the list of things that are anti-aging. So if you drink these things, you're expected to age a little slower, right? Is that what we are getting from anti-aging? Okay.
Yes.
pink grapefruit juice, and this for smoother skin. Now what?
Stop right there. Stop right there. If the pink grapefruit juice is in a bottle that is sitting on the shelf in the supermarket, dash it away.
Okay, well, that's what I said. See? No, okay, I said to folks when I did that, I said, look. I know that drink. I know that. Oh, see, what is wrong with the power company this morning? They're trying to take us out again. Okay, that's what you have. Is that the drink from Costco?
It's called Naked.
Naked.
Yes.
Right. My daughter drinks that. She likes it. The green one.
Guess who make it?
Who?
Pepsi Cola.
Oh my goodness!
It is the only Pepsi product that I can endorse, and it works. Today it works, but you have to keep watching it, because they start off putting a fantastic product on the market, and then over time
they start watering it down.
And it become crap. But you can't miss. If you want an anti-aging grapefruit drink, then go buy some natural grown local grapefruits, carry it home, juice it, put it in the fridge and drink it. You're gone clear.
Well, my weakness with the grapefruit now, you see, I like to come home, I cut it, and then I take out the inside and I put it in a cup. But my weakness is what now? And tell Mikey to stop distracting you there. Okay.
Oh no, I had a client that came in. So.
Oh, okay. All right. What I do, my weakness though, which I'm not doing anymore. My weakness was I put condensed milk on it, and my goodness, it's a fantastic dessert. So my husband says, "Okay, Diana, you're adding the sugar. So what's the point?"
One of the things about the sugar is that we actually have these little guys in our gut, the microbial organisms that love the sugar.
Right.
And therefore, we need to get rid of them. But when you get rid of them, then you don't have the desire for the sugar as much. So it's a process.
Okay.
But, and again, Diana, the thing, you are very close to optimum health. You are doing you're working out, you're eating most things right. It's not about being perfect. It's about really finding that balance,
Right. Exactly. Okay, next one on the list here now is alcohol to ward off Alzheimer's disease. I thought that one was quite interesting. They're talking about wine, of course, and all the ingredients in wine that are good for you and good for your memory and all that kind of stuff. The next one was cocoa for a healthier heart. Now, they speak about the dark chocolate, but the picture they actually showed with this one was a cup of chocolate that you drink. So,
I am suspicious.
You're suspicious. Okay, let me give you another one. Beet juice, which is something I gave my daughter a lot. When yes, beet juice.
But again, you have to juice it yourself.
Yes, no, I put it through the juicer and come out the fresh juice from it. But then what I did was I mixed it with carrot juice. That kind of make it a little more mild, because you know how kids are. And then green tea is to quell your inflammation.
Yes.
Now, I'm not sure if your program involves tea, but I think you said it did, right? So we are allowed to drink green tea. Yes. Is there any other tea, or is it just green tea? Because I think, I kind of thought that tea was tea.
Any natural tea, any tea that is something where it mix up and it is a fat-free tea, or is it a kind of, any tea that is based like dandelion or any herbal teas, they're great.
They're good.
Just understand how different herbs work. So don't drink a tea because it's a herb. Drink the tea because you understand what that herb does for you and how you can do it. Like I have a cinnamon tea, apple cinnamon tea.
I just bought a box of that because I read that it's actually good. So I didn't even drink it yet. I didn't even start it yet.
With the alcohol, I've never been a big time drinker.
Me neither. I don't drink at all. Period.
My only when I was out trying to be sociable, I would find myself ordering a margarita, and because the tequila would give me a buzz and I would have happy times and stuff. But It's not worth it. The amount of sugar, and then for me, over time, it really. I prefer no alcohol.
Okay.
I don't have any. I am saying if you want to have a drink because you're having a drink. But I would never tell somebody drink wine every day because it's going to stave off Alzheimer's disease.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, I'm with you on that one because I don't drink any alcohol, and hey, I'm still around. Anyway, the next one, soy milk. Go ahead.
Back up a second. There is something in red wine.
Wine, yes.
Based on the grapes.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't need the wine. Just eat the grape.
Okay. All right.
Just
go the natural way.
Just eat the grape.
Okay. Soy milk for firm skin and fewer wrinkles. Now that one just got me totally buzzed because I thought soy milk that a lot of people like myself don't really tolerate very well. So
stop right there.
Okay.
You just hit it on the head.
Okay.
Soy is soy is not the great product that it's been. Soy has been over promoted as a health food. It's not that good. Soy milk, you don't want to have so much soy. A little soy here and there not going to kill you. But soy is not this great panacea that it's made out to be. So, and especially if your body don't respond to it right, it's not good for you.
That's me. Doesn't I when I drink it, it just doesn't feel right when I have soy. So I just stopped a long time ago. Okay, milk to build muscle mass and strength. I have an issue with dairy myself. So, but a lot of people love milk and will drink milk, and chocolate milk is nice. My daughter as a child, she likes chocolate milk. So once in a while I say, okay, you can have some chocolate milk, but make sure it's the one that they claim have XYZ in it, or it's not, it's 1%, or it's not whole milk or whatever. So once in a while, I do give her the treat of having that, but I don't drink it myself.
Two separate things.
Mm-hmm.
Children have an immunity and the ability to eat a lot of the things that we, as we get older, need to avoid. So children can eat the chicken nuggets, children can eat the fast food, and they'll survive.
Yes.
We're not promoting that. But children eating meat, drinking milk, they'll get past it. But after about age 28, and this is research from people who study natural foods, and the body makes a shift, and you'll find that you start having a difficult time processing the meat products, processing the dairy products, and you should start being more selective about identifying the foods that are right for you. So that's number one.
Okay.
The other thing is in terms of milk. Milk from a cow that walk in a field, eat grass, don't have any hormones and pesticides being pumped into them, and that the milk is coming straight from the cow, and you're going to just drink it and add some chocolate, some actual cacao to it, and drink it. That's great.
Okay.
But the industry that exists around the dairy products put too many things and have too many interaction that cause the products to be very, very compromised in terms of their true health benefits.
Okay, all right, let's go down now. We have carrot juice for memory.
If you make it yourself.
Amen to that. If you put that carrot in that juicer and you get the fresh juice, it's perfect. And that's the way I like it, no other way.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people, the only thing I drink out of a bottle is water. And if it was up to me, I would not be buying any bottled water. I would just use the filter and get the water from my pipe or my fridge. But my husband doesn't agree because he said it's convenient to grab the bottle, But for me, I would not be buying any water at all. Anyway, let's go to coffee to protect against skin cancer. You notice that coffee is getting a big buzz these days. I'm not sure if it's the industry trying to sell more coffee, or for me, I will drink a cup of coffee and it has to be Jamaican coffee once in a blue moon, maybe once every 5 years or so. And my weakness again is the condensed milk, because if it doesn't have condensed milk, it doesn't taste good to me. So I'm not into this latte and this kind of stuff industry. I'm just not into it.
let's go back to things. Dunkin' Donuts been around selling coffee for years.
Yes.
Blue Mountain Coffee been on the market. Coffee been doing well. But it's been, just its own little world. Starbucks comes along and revolutionized the coffee industry by creating the coffee lifestyle and the coffee experience.
Exactly.
Going to these coffee places and having your meetings there and walking around with your Starbucks coffee all day long.
Yes.
Then you have companies that come along and say, look, if coffee is such a big seller, how can we get in on the bandwagon? Burger King starts sell more coffee.
Yes, everybody's selling coffee now.
Sell more coffee. There's a company called Ganoderma or Ghana Gold.
Yes,
and what they do is put a health product in the coffee, and then they say it's healthy coffee. But
that's what it is.
Not a terrible thing, but it's just there's an industry around the coffee.
Okay, so the industry is what's making us think so much about coffee, because even my daughter is going, Mommy, I would like to drink a latte. And I'm going, you're a kid, you don't need to be drinking no coffee. So we get into a big war about it, and I actually relented on Saturday and took her to get a latte. So I said, okay, how did the latte make you feel? I'm like, see, what is it doing for you?
But there is a not even subliminal. There is a conscious effort. They watch TV. All
Yes.
the stars are drinking coffee. All the cool people have coffee. Coffee is hot,
And then she goes to me, well, Mommy, you're too boring. You always say no to everything. What's wrong with you?
There you go. There you go.
Okay, all right. Water for better breath.
Water for better everything. Better skin, better elimination.
Yes.
Better breath, better energy, better attitude, better wellness.
Okay, better wellness. All right, the last one on this list is orange juice for eye health. Now, as I said before, the only way I drink orange juice if it's fresh squeezed. People have actually called me a snob for saying that. Or I eat an orange. So I go to Costco and I buy me that whole big thing of oranges, and I'm eating an orange almost every day, okay? If I don't feel for it one day, then I don't have it. But I'm not drinking that orange juice out of the box. I'm sorry.
You're right. You have the balance. You're doing it the right way.
My mom thinks I'm crazy, She's like, what's wrong with you? You come with this weight thing, and, because she's overweight, and I'm always saying, okay, I'm not going to say anything. And she's like, don't you see you're disappearing? So we always have that thing going on. Anyway, thank you so much, and welcome again for joining the Diana Wright Show live right here. My special guest that always gives us humor and make us laugh and talk about just about everything is Dax Dunn. He puts his heart and soul in whatever he does, and that's what I'm asking you to do today. Put your heart and your soul and be committed to whatever you say you're going to do in this life, whether it's pursuing your dream, pursuing your passion, or whatever it is, taking care of your kids. Being a mother and not working is not a bad thing. It's okay. There will be a time for you to come back into the market. Yes, I did that. I chose that road, and everybody think I was crazy, but, I think it was worth it. So, welcome once again, Dax, to the program. All right. Go ahead.
That book that this guy did, Rick Warren.
Oh, yes.
Purposeful Life.
I read that book. Yes, I love it. Love it. Love it.
And again, it's not him. It's you. It's we. Is the I that have to say, I am going to live a purposeful life. What is your purpose? Taking care of your kids. Being a good mom.
Yes.
But be a good person. Say, you know what? I am committed to being healthy.
Yes.
And I'm going to make health be something I am creating in my life. You can't say, I can't afford to be healthy. You cannot afford to be healthy. Health is just something that we should all be striving for naturally on a daily basis.
Yes, definitely. All right. Let's see. I have another list here, but I think it's going to take us way over time, and your office seems like it's buzzing with busyness.
But, tell me a little about the list, though. I am curious.
Okay. This is my next list that I have here. 10 ways to eat clean. And these are some of the things on the list. Eating more whole grains could lengthen your life by reducing your risk of cardiovascular, infectious, and respiratory diseases. Now they recommend quinoa. That is something that they're pushing these days, and wild rice. And wild rice. I've never had quinoa, but I've seen it on the shelves. So have you tried it?
Good stuff. Love it. Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to try quinoa based on your saying you love it. And if I don't like it, I'm going to kill you next Wednesday.
No problem.
All right.
Good stuff.
And wild rice I've had, and I like.
Hold on. You have to flavor it. So put your whatever season. I mean,
I have to spice it up.
Yeah, put what you like.
Okay.
Your seasonings in it. You know, your scallion, your thyme, your onion. You know.
So is it something like I'm trying to make a rice and peas kind of thing that I season?
No, it is more like you ever had couscous?
Yes. Which I'm not crazy about.
It's very similar to couscous.
Okay.
But couscous that you don't like is that you don't season it.
Let's.
If you just have couscous, it's
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Diana.
Yes. Hi. How are you?
I'm good. I have a question for your guest.
Okay, Dax. Here's a question. See, we're long enough, so someone calls us. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to find out from him what he thinks about. What he thinks about yellow yam and white yam.
great.
Oh, the yams.
Yellow yam and
Yam. I can't tear myself away from the yam.
Oh, you can't get away from the yams, she says.
Okay. So
No, I can't tear myself away from the yam. I always say that it seems like my mom plant my neighbor's children at the yam.
On the yam street. Okay. My mom is like that, you know. My mom is like that too. She loves yams. And I don't.
Yams are fine,
Yeah.
except that with anything you can have too much. So yams are starchy, and what they end up doing is that they create mucus in the body if you have too
Yes.
much.
I can hear you. I can hear you, guess. His reply.
Okay, I'm not.
Explain to her that I'm saying yams are starchy, and you wanna find a balance. So if you yam in itself is not a bad thing, but too much yam can bring too much starch into the body.
Okay, so too much starch is not good for you, and that's what yams actually do, is give you too much starch, and hence create diabetes, right? Because yes.
But it's not that you must have no yam. It's just that too much yam
Okay.
can create that problem.
All right. Okay. Well, we lost her, but I'm sure she's going to listen to your answer. So yams are good, but too much of it is not good. Just like, I guess, too much of anything.
Everything.
Everything in moderation. Right.
Even water. I mean, technically, you could have too much water. The problem is we know the average person don't even come close to drinking too much water, but everything you could have too much of.
Okay.
If you breathe too much, if you take too much air in, you get dizzy. You know.
Yes.
So it's finding the balance.
The balance. Okay. Let's see now.
And
Next
just
one.
one more thing.
Go ahead.
She was saying she have the cravings for the yam. And the cravings come because of a dysfunction in the digestive system. And that is what we help people to manage. That you want to get back to a balanced digestive system. So if you're craving carbs, sugar, alcohol, yams, sweet things, it's because of a dysfunction in the digestive system. You shouldn't walk around feeling hungry or have any kind of cravings. You should be able to choose to eat foods. I will sit down with certain foods and I will say, my body just don't want that right now. Like last night in particular,
Right.
I was having a cucumber salad. It was cucumber with apples and vinegar, apple cider vinegar.
Okay.
Salt,
Which is
pepper,
all healthy.
All healthy.
Okay.
But guess what? The time was cold and my body didn't want it, and I started eating it, and I know I shouldn't eat it. All night I had a itching in my throat.
Wow.
But you know, you go against yourself. No,
Yeah.
it never made me sick. But at the same time, if I wasn't paying attention to myself, I'd say, I get in a sore throat, I need to go get some medicine. It wasn't a medicine, it was a food that I was eating based on the time of day. It was 10:30 at night. I shouldn't have been eating the cold food at that time of night.
Exactly. You should have been drinking a cup of tea, that apple
tea.
cinnamon tea, and go to your bed and sleep.
That's it. And I was doing all the wrong things. It was late. I was eating the wrong temperature food, and I was watching. It was Bravo TV with this guy Andy and
Andy Cohen. And you were watching Andy Cohen. Okay, and I was up myself late because I missed, was it Beverly Hills Housewives? I missed it on Monday and I wanted to see it today. So I stayed up and I'm going, why am I staying up watching this stupid show and I know I have to get up early in the morning? So we all do it.
So we all have our guilty pleasures.
Yes, and that's one of my guilty pleasures. My husband thinks, why are you watching that stupid show? It's stupid anyway. But anyway, okay, the next one here, drink more water. We know that already. And they're saying to add lemon. Okay, that's the conflict of this water thing. Because some people say don't add lemon or lime, and some people say add lemon. What is your vibe?
I am an absolute lemon adder. Lemon is great. People make the mistake of thinking that lemon is acidic. Lemon is absolutely alkaline when it gets into the body. I don't know how it works that way, but lemon is an extremely great product for detoxing the body. Lemon and water is fantastic. Lemon and warm water is great for cleansing the digestive tract in the morning. So you don't have to have tea. It could be just a hot cup of water with a lemon in it. Fantastic.
And we're talking about fresh lemons now, not the lemon juice from the bottle.
Oh, that little plastic lemon. No.
Yes.
That's so good. As a matter of fact, there's a lime, the key lime. That is the best lime because a lot of these lemons again are genetically modified. But I wouldn't get that picky. But if you can have it, the key lime is these little tiny limes. It's much more organic, much more healthy.
Okay, well I'll look for that. I don't remember seeing that. I see limes sometimes, and it's very rare that I see limes.
You'll see them. If you go to Whole Foods, you'll see key lime.
Oh, key lime. Okay, Whole Foods will always have what you're looking for. Okay, let's keep on with our list here now and eat more fruits and vegetables. But then again, there's also another school of thought that says certain fruits, certain vegetables don't agree with certain people's bodies. So how do we break this down?
One of the things we teach people is to eat based on your blood type.
Okay.
Right? And based on you're A positive, B positive, O. So based on your blood type, there are certain foods that your body better digests. But the easiest and the most important way is first to detox your system so there's nothing else that's interfering.
Right.
And then as you start introducing different foods to your body, pay attention to how your body responds.
Ah, there you go.
You have to become your own health advocate. You don't want nobody else. Nobody can know better than you how you are feeling.
Right, how your body feels.
Pay attention to how you're feeling, then you cannot make the changes necessary.
Well, I think this is a big one for us, Dax. Cut down on processed foods. Anything in a bag?
Anything in a box, a bag, or a bottle. Anything that can last more than 3 weeks out of the fridge don't belong in your body.
Okay, that's a tough one for American families. I'm serious. I'm speaking to people around the world. Because you see, when you go to Europe, everything is fresh. I mean, Europeans have a little tiny fridge. They don't go out and buy a whole ton load of stuff and stock it up. That's one of the beauties of living in Europe, and that's one of the things I love most about Europe. Every day, you go to the supermarket, and you buy what you want, or you go to the street vendor, you buy your fresh things, and you go home and you cook it. Next day, you do the same thing. I tried doing this when I lived in Coral Springs, and my mom thought I was crazy. She was like, what's wrong with you? Don't you know that when it gets cold, you don't want to go to the store? You should... So, and she comes to my house and she goes, but your freezer is empty.
Europeans have small fridges and small bellies.
Okay.
Americans have big fridges and
big stocks. So, okay, so the thing is though, but if you're a Whole Food shopper, and Whole Food should be paying us for this ad that we are giving them. They should be paying us. Anyway.
By the way, don't make no mistake. Publix has got into the business as well. So you can get all of the same Whole Foods, whole products at Publix as well. But the ideal way is to find a local market.
Yes, and there are plenty of them around now. I find there's one called C&D. and there's another one. So we go, but you have to go early, man, because when you go, the place is so crowded, and people are coming from all over the place to find these places.
And spend time to prepare your food. You know, you can't be too busy to cook your food. And I mean, I'm saying this now. 5 years ago, I would say, "Your mother, I don't have no time to do that. I'm a busy man. I got things to do." Now, I don't have anything but to take care of myself. And as I take care of myself, then everything else will find its rightful place in my life.
Okay, Doc, so you sound like the Parisians now, because they say you should take at least 20 minutes to eat your food. You should enjoy every morsel of your food, and you should take time. You shouldn't be like these Americans that are rushing you. And they say never eat at your desk, because you're gulping down that food because you got to finish, you know?
Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
So, okay, all right. Cut down on your refined grains like white flour, white rice, and white pasta. Where are we with that one?
Yeah, if it's not white, if it's white, it's not right.
Okay, all right, okay. Okay, cut down on saturated fats, which includes whole milk, cheese, butter, meat. Go with nuts and other oils like avocados.
Coconut, avocado, good olive oil, yes,
what?
Nuts, all of the nuts, the almonds, the cashew, all of them. Great source of natural omega and good healthy fats for the body. Yes.
Omega 3s. Okay, cut down on your salt.
And if you're using salt, use the sea salt.
Okay, sea salt. Because they say sea salt doesn't really register as salt in your body. I read that somewhere. Okay, all right. So that is actually true. Okay. Cut down on your sugar. Oh, God. Cut down on sugar. I have gotten to the place now where I can drink my tea without sugar. I can do without ice cream for a very long time. Even gelato. I'll have it in my refrigerator, and I don't eat it unless, maybe on a Sunday.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm getting there. So I'm actually encouraging people to do that. You can actually do it, because I love condensed milk. I love sugar, but I've kind of trained myself. The older I'm getting, look, you can't continue to do this. It's not good for you.
You know what? I'm going to challenge you.
Okay.
We're gonna do a detox.
Yes.
And I want you to pay attention to your relationship with the sugar after, because you're gonna find it very different. You won't not enjoy it, but you won't have the craving for it.
Right. Okay. Well, I get the craving just once in a while. Anyway. All right. You are
99% of where you need to be.
Yeah.
And you're not the challenge. It's the people who are 40 pounds overweight who are just they're too busy to take care of themselves, unfortunately. They don't even have the time to watch this show right now.
Because they're too busy doing something else. Anyway, right, and we're giving them great information. Anyway, we want to thank everyone for watching today, and I want to thank Dax, because time is almost running out on us. But before we go, I just want you to give like a little pep talk to those who are watching us from around the world and in the United States, because you just never know who's logging on. I got was it through Facebook from this guy, a white guy, obviously, saying, "Oh, love your message, love what you're saying." You know what I'm saying? And you're going, "Oh, wonderful, people are actually watching." And even if you miss the show, you can still go on YouTube, or you can still go to my website, go down to the bottom of the page, click on that YouTube, and you'll see all the shows lined up there for you to watch them. So.
Well, Diana, you are sharing universal truths that anybody who is conscious, awake, and willing to take responsibility for their lives will benefit and enjoy.
Yes.
And I am so happy to have the opportunity to share with you on these shows. I have watched the other shows that you've done. I heard you talking about Speaker Bain and President Obama. And all of those issues that you're bringing up, and you're courageous. You are willing to stand up for what you believe in, and I am excited about the work that we're continuing to do in terms of sharing with people about just paying attention to loving themselves, taking responsibility for their lives,
yes,
and to creating wellness on a consistent basis. So anytime, your listeners, if anybody is interested in reaching out to me, you can call us at 1-866-786-3617. Again, that's 1-866-786-3617. Or you can check out our website at www.rad, the number 4, the letter U. It's RAD for you. It's about you. Our program is not about us telling you all that we know. Our program is about you taking time to take charge of your health and wellness in your life.
Goodness. Okay, and I am just want to let people know that I'm going to be starting the detox, because even though I don't want to lose that much weight, I still have about 6 or so pounds I could get rid of.
And as I said, detox, losing weight is one thing, but gaining optimum health. And it's not, back in Jamaica, we say wash out. You have to just tune up the system. So that's what we're doing. Okay,
so I'm going to try it. I'm going to do it. And as soon as I start it, we will let folks know how it's working for me, how disciplined I can be, and how much I'm going to try not to eat what I'm not supposed to be eating.
No, don't worry about that. You're going to see. It's about just you. All you're doing is paying attention to yourself. It's not about being on this fast or this hunger or this any effort. The only thing that I'm going to ask you to do is make the effort to drink the water.
Yes, I will. That I'll do. That I will find easy to do. I probably don't get it all in the mornings because, I'm kind of running sometimes on the road. And I'll try to make sure when I'm home, I get it all in. So how many bottles am I supposed to be drinking now?
About 6 or 7, but we're going to go over all of that with you. Don't worry.
Okay, all right. So we're going to tune out now, and we're going to thank Dax for joining us. This has been a wonderful Wednesday, as usual, and we look forward to another Wednesday next Wednesday when you join us from around the world and in the United States. Thanks to Dax for being with us this morning. And Dax, just say your goodbyes before we go, and then I'll sign off.
Thanks again, Diana, to you and your viewers. I'm encouraging them to be well, live well, and stay well, and tune in again next Wednesday.
All right. Thank you so much for joining me. All right. Okay. Dax is gone, and we are back with you right here on the Diana White Show Live. We thank Dax for joining us. He always gives us wonderful information and just encouragement to be the best you that you can be. No one can do it but you. You have to decide to do it for yourself. Just like I say, love yourself, cherish yourself, just realize that God is blessing you each and every day. As long as you're awake and you're up, you can do what you need to do. And teach your children to be the same way, loving themselves, loving who they are, and not wanting to be anyone else but who God uniquely made them to be. Thanks again for joining me from around the world and in the United States. I know we ran a little long, but then someone actually texted me and asked me if we could go a little long. So I did this morning, so I hope she's satisfied. I know she wants us to do much longer, but we'll try to get to that place. Thank you so much and have a great day. Adios, ciao, and goodbye. See you later at 8.